Hello, my name is Isabella Reina, and I'm a third year public affairs and communications double major.
Hello, everyone. My name is Olivia Gilchrist, and I'm a third year public affairs and psychology double major.
We serve as undergraduate student researchers at the UCLA Pritzker Center for Strengthening Children and Families. And today we will be presenting our project, a case study of FUPY, FYI, housing choice vouchers in Los Angeles, the experiences of young adults, property managers, and case managers. The UCLA Pritzker Center also acknowledges our presence on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples.
The Foster Youth to Independence program, FYI, provides housing choice vouchers, HCVs, to young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 years old who are aging out of the foster care system. Financial support for the FYI program comes from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, also referred to as HUD, with additional support from public housing authorities like the Los Angeles County Development Authority, or LACTA, and local public child welfare agencies like the Department of Children and Family Services, known as DCFS.
Recent reports demonstrate that the FYI program has increased the number of housing choice vouchers available to young adults exiting foster care. Nonetheless, FYI vouchers are underutilized in California, including the county and the city of Los Angeles.
Our study aims to understand the barriers and facilitators to the FYI uptake, use, and maintenance in Los Angeles. We are examining the FYI process through the perspectives of three stakeholder groups: young adults who are exiting the foster care system, property owners and managers, and case managers or housing navigators.
Our team is conducting semi-structured interviews with individuals from each stakeholder group to better understand their experience with the FYI voucher. The young adult sample demographics are 29% Black, 21% Latinx, and 50% multiracial or other. Among property owners and managers, we are considering experiences with both the FYI voucher and Section 8 vouchers, more generally because property owners do not necessarily know which housing choice voucher program issued a tenant's voucher. Each participant is also asked to complete a demographics survey at the conclusion of the interview. As data collection is ongoing, we anticipate more participants will share their insights on the FYI voucher program.
Preliminary data analysis indicates barriers on both the system and service access levels. At the systemic level, multiple barriers impede access to FYI vouchers. These include vouchers being geographically restricted to the issuing housing authority's boundaries, delays and uncertainty in voucher application process and acceptances, and limited vouchers available to meet the needs of young people. On the service access level, communication breaks down when there are long delays between submitting an FYI application and learning the outcome of the application. Unreliable communication and a lack of support stall the FYI process and therefore undermine the FYI voucher as a reliable resource for young people aging out of the foster care system.
Facilitators to FYI voucher uptake and maintenance have also been identified on the system and service access levels. Service providers include case managers and social workers from DCFS and other social service agencies. At the systemic level, service providers who request information from DCFS regarding the FYI voucher are updated via mailing lists and other communications when the voucher becomes available, providing them the opportunity to maximize time to complete the application with young people. Additionally, case managers found that the DCFS FYI voucher application is easy to complete, emphasizing the value of providing young people with a friendly application to begin the voucher application process. On the service access level, support from community-based organizations and child welfare agencies like DCFS throughout each stage of the FYI process helps young people successfully apply and sometimes receive an FYI voucher.
Throughout the interviews, young adults have expressed similar experiences with the FYI process, both during the application process and after receiving the voucher. Young adults who did not receive an FYI voucher commonly experienced housing instability and related stressors. The term leasing up refers to the success of leasing or renting an apartment using an FYI voucher. Young adults express difficulty leasing up due to the geographic restrictions of the voucher. These restrictions force young people to live far from friends, family, work, and school.
Similar perspectives about the FYI voucher were shared by case managers who support young people through the FYI application and lease-up processes. Many case managers struggle to view FYI vouchers as a reliable resource for young people, particularly with regards to the program's timeline and criteria to determine which young people will receive the voucher. Aligning with young people's perspectives, case managers also expressed the difficulties of leasing up with the FYI voucher. Implications of the preliminary findings for property owners will be determined with further data analysis.
Preliminary recommendations aim to improve knowledge about and accessibility of the FYI voucher among young people. First, we recommend developing ongoing training and support for case managers, housing navigators, and others working with young people who are exiting the foster care system and young people moving through the FYI voucher process.
Our second recommendation is to increase the number of public housing authority staff and provide specialized training for them to better serve young adults exiting the foster system through FYI programming. Our third recommendation is to increase transparency and communication between public housing authorities, case managers, and community-based organizations at each stage of the FYI process. This will equip staff across organizations to effectively guide youth through the FYI process. Our fourth recommendation is to build and expand the housing, navigation, and maintenance program to ensure concentrated support for young adults through the FYI process, particularly locating apartments to rent, as well as to cultivate and maintain relationships with property owners.
Thank you to the UCLA Pritzker Center and our academic supervisors, Dr. Brenda Tolley and Dr. Todd Franke, our research consultants, Carmen Noyola and Lucero Noyola, and student team member Abigail Rustova for their leadership, support, and guidance. Thank you to the Tay Hub at UC Berkeley for financially supporting this research through a subgrant from the Conrad N. Hilton Foundation. Thank you.